Hello everyone, it's Shalia. Welcome. Well, update 18, Emotional Rescue, has dropped, and with it came a lot of cool new updates and improvements. And because I don't have a lot of time in the world to cover everything, I did pick out my favorite improvements to go over with you in this video, and I'll walk you through everything you need to know about it. Now, if you've been following me for some time, you'll remember when the ability to friend companions feature came out, I showed you how you could utilize two companions to work hand in hand to help you gather more materials without you even breaking a sweat. Well, the way we had to do that was a little bit of a pain because I would have Max dig, then I would have to change my companion to Hey Hey, and then have Hey Hey go grab Dream Shards and Night Shards. Well, with this new update to companions, we can now have two companions hang with us. Hallelujah! Which means I can now have both Max and Hey Hey hang out with me at the exact same time. Now, we can also assign some notable companions to their Disney character counterpart as well. So you'll just go into your wardrobe and click on companions and then click X or whatever your platform tells you to click on to assign a character. It's down in the bottom left corner. Currently, I have Carpet assigned to Aladdin, and if I just click on Carpet, it will automatically reassign it to me. And when I click again, it will automatically reassign it to Aladdin. Now, in order to unassign Carpet from his character, you will have to click X when the companion is highlighted and then click Unassign. Then to reassign, just highlight Carpet or any companion that has this ability and click X again and assign it to its eligible character. And one thing to keep in mind though is that the companion can only be assigned to one villager at a time, and that includes your character. So in other words, if you have Max assigned to you, he cannot be assigned to Prince Eric at the same time. So if Max is assigned to you and you want him to hang out with Eric, you will need to reassign him to one of them. It works the same way if you want to reassign him back to you. You only need to click on Max at this point to assign him to you, since we can toggle between them and us, which is kind of a nice feature. I really like that. And honest to God, I thought we could assign Max to Ariel as well, but my game is having none of that. So if any of you can assign him to Ariel, let me know. But I'm pretty sure, I thought that's what I heard, but it doesn't work in my game, so it's definitely a no for me. Now, I did do some testing with Max and had him hang out with Eric. And it does appear the only thing that happens is Max just follows Eric around, but really has no interaction with him. I then unassigned him to Eric and reassigned him to me, and he and Eric then played that fake little fetch game that they play in the game. Now, I kind of wish they would have a little more interaction with Max when they are hanging out, but it is cute either way. Now, I also tested unassigning Max to all of us to see if he would still roam the valley on his own, and to my delight, he does. I'm so glad they didn't remove his free will from the game. I would have been so upset about that because I love seeing Max around the valley. And I also want to go over the other companions real quick and their Disney counterparts. And then I'll show you what my dynamic duo, Max and Hey Hey, can do when they work together. Now, we already know that Max can be matched up with Prince Eric. Hey Hey and Pua can be matched up with Moana or Maui. Like, for instance, you can have Pua hang out with Moana and Hey Hey hang out with Maui, or vice versa. Footstool can be matched with Belle or Beast. Maleficent's Raven, obviously by its name, can be matched with Maleficent. Dinah can be matched with Alice, Carpet with Aladdin or Jasmine, and lastly, Figaro can be matched up with Minnie. Now, just remember, if you want to hang out with any of the companions you've already assigned to another villager, again, you will have to reassign them by clicking on that companion or clicking X to reassign. Once you click on a different companion, the previous companion that was hanging out with you will default back to their character if one was assigned. And just also keep in mind that not only can you assign and reassign companions through your wardrobe, and that's where we are right now in the wardrobe, you can also go up to the character. You must be on a character that can take one of the companions, that matches up to them. And then you just interact with them and choose say hello to a new companion. They'll just act as if you gave them a gift or whatever, and the companion will now be assigned. And that takes care of assigning and unassigning companions and how villagers and companions work together. Let me show you what my dynamic duo, Max and Hey Hey, can do when I hang out with both of them. Digging up and collecting dream shards has never been easier, so if you're not doing this and you have Max and Hey Hey, you gotta do this. So Max will find and dig up the dig spots, and good old Hey Hey will come in behind him and grab all the shards. And because Hey Hey is at level 5, he also throws extras out and will collect them himself. I don't have to use any energy except the normal levels to dig up dreams and night shards now. So that's pretty cool. Like, I don't have to dig and I don't have to pick things up. What could be better? And did you also notice that our pets have a little more pep in their step? I have never seen Hey Hey run so fast in my life. This is awesome, and I love that they did this. And in my opinion, companion, this is definitely a top 3 improvement, if not the best. Now, you can also double up with the non-notable companions as well. For more veggies, when gardening, take 2 bunnies with you and then take a gardening buddy. And remember, your bunnies must be at level 4. And if you do need a refresher on how the original companions worked when they first updated this, I will link a video in the description for you so you can go back and watch that and get the rest of the information on how the new companions work. So yes, your bunnies must be at level 4 to get extra veggies though. Now, doubling up your companions will also give you extra storage from both. So if you have 2 level 5 companions hanging with you, you will have 14 extra spaces to store things in your backpack. That would be 7 spaces each. Of course, this will change with whatever level your companions are at. So if you have a level 5 and a level 1 companion, you will have 10 extra spaces. You'll have 7 for the level 5 and 3 for the level 1. And just keep in mind too, that if you want to just change out your companion and their extra storage and your storage is full, you either have to sell the items or move them to a different storage like a chest or just store them on the ground. Now, if you are swapping the same level companion out for a same level companion, you will be fine. This is if your backpack's full. Okay, that's the scenario we're dealing with here. You only have an issue when the companion you currently have on you has more storage than the companion you want to switch it out with. Now, for instance, say your backpack is full, which is the scenario again. If the companion you have on you is leveled up and has 7 slots and they are full, you can't switch it out with a companion that only has 3 slots available because they haven't been leveled up yet. And because you don't have any extra room in your backpack, you won't have enough room to store any more items. So when you try to swap out for a lower level companion, this is why it doesn't work when your backpack is full. If you swap out a companion with 3 inventory slots available with a companion with 7 inventory slots available, you'll be fine. In this scenario, with the whole backpack is full thing, you will absolutely be fine if you go up, but you can't go down. So you can't go from a level 5 to a level 1 or level 4 to level 1. You can go from level 1 to level 4 or level 5 or level 3, whatever. You can go up, you just can't go down. Now, if your backpack is empty and your companion storage are full, you can change them without any problems with any companion. Because what's going to happen is, because you have space now in your backpack, in your main backpack, any storage that they had, anything that you had in their storage slots will get redistributed up into your backpack if you have room. Like I said, if you don't have room, this doesn't work. You will have to just follow the rules from what I just said with your backpack's full. So that's kind of cool. And I didn't test that out last time, so I don't know if that would have worked or not. Well, you know what? You guys go back and watch that video and you tell me if that's how it went, because I don't remember. All right, moving on. I also tested a theory I had, okay, with the companions and our helper and their companion. So what if I assigned Figaro to Minnie? Figaro will collect extra fish. I raise Figaro's level. I assign fishing to Minnie and then grab 2 crocodiles, both help with fishing, and raise their levels, and then have them all hang out with me while I am fishing. Will this help? Yes and no. So the 2 companions that are hanging out with you, the crocodiles, they will help you gather fish after you've caught them. And if they're high enough, they'll also throw some out here and there. It's not all the time. It seems kind of rare that they do it, but Minnie will do it almost every time because she's level 10. So she's going to almost every time give me a fish. However, Figaro will not give me anything because he is not hanging out with me. He is hanging out with Minnie. So because he's hanging out with Minnie and he's not hanging out with me, there's a couple things that won't happen. He will not gather extra fish, and he won't throw any extra fish out. Now, one thing I did notice is with my crocodiles, they will only help me gather up the main normal fish. I was fishing with Figaro without Minnie, and he actually will gather up the here and there fish. The other ones just left it alone, and that's generally why I fish, is for the here and there fish, because we can make that meal. There's a meal we can make, and it will actually sell for a pretty good amount of star coins. I'll link that video up in the corner for you, because I do have a video that shows you that, how to make that and why it's worth it. But just keep that in mind. Your regular, non-notable companions will not pick up that special here and there fish. I also noticed that they won't pick up the swordfish, that they don't help with the swordfish at all, and they will not pick it up for you. But I have not caught a swordfish with Figaro, so I don't know if he would do it. I have a suspicious feeling that he will. And since we're talking about companions, this next thing isn't anything to write home about, but definitely worth a quick mention. We can now switch poses between our companions if you have two with you in camera mode. So technically you can get a dream snap with both companions if you time it just right. And just so you know, you cannot pose with both of them, like use their actual poses at the same time. So that's just a little blurb I wanted to add in there about the camera mode. That's pretty much it about companions between this video and the last update video that I did on companions. This should round it all out for you. So what did you think? Do you like that we can actually have two companions with us now? Are you going to run out and try to do Max and Hey Hey together and collect those dream shards? Because honestly, that is the quickest, easiest way to make Dreamlight in the game right now, except for the uncrafting station, which you can now uncraft things with star coins, so you're not wasting any Dreamlight there. So if you do have any chest, large chest, or anything that you made with Dreamlight, you can now uncraft them with just star coins. So you can make a lot of Dreamlight there if you have stuff to uncraft. What do you think? My favorite improvement so far is having the two companions with me, because that's all I do anymore. I run around with Max and Hey Hey, let them do their digging and gathering the dream shards and the night shards and the fishing. I go fishing for here and there fish, and I clean up my valley every once in a while, but that's pretty much all I'm doing lately. I haven't played the new update completely yet. I have not brought sadness and joy into my valley, which I am going to work on that because I do want to do a video on the realm. So I'm going to work on that this week, hopefully have a video out for you next weekend for that. I hope everybody enjoyed this. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, everybody, bye.